We tried so hard to stop what happened to us.
The nausea became so severe. I eventually went down to 98 pounds.
Unless we stop this, there's going to be more guinea pigs. And that's all the government of Ontario sees us as.
They were lied to by the government. Their rights have been trampled on. Companies have ignored them. They've suffered.
Don't tell us from your condo that it's a wonderful idea and this, okay, the green thing is so great that, we're going to force it on you.
They're skeptical.
This line that, yes, short-term pain for long-term gain, and no, it's short-term pain for even worse long-term pain.
They've spent hundreds of thousands of dollars of their own money in the fight. They feel like suckers.
Every member of my family has suffered directly or indirectly because of these turbines.
Everybody counts. Everybody counts.
Meanwhile, wind power is proven to be unreliable. It's supported by fossil fuel gas plants. It's subsidized by the Ontario Liberal government, making electricity costs in the province the highest in North America. It's a grand, green utopia dream that has lined the pockets of Liberals while creating misery for thousands of regular citizens.
God, I've never seen anything so powerful before. That is a documentary being made by Sun News right now, hosted, as you can tell by that voice, by Rebecca Thompson, who joins us in studio right now. Rebecca, congratulations on this project. I knew you were working on it, but it's getting closer to fruition, isn't it?
Oh yeah, this is such an important story to tell because I was out there talking to so many people, I haven't even stopped, who are so furious over the fact that the Ontario provincial government has just steamrolled over their rights and they are, their lives have been ruined.
We've talked a half dozen times about wind turbines before, you and I, and I've had other guests on. But it's been in short little dribs and drabs, 5 minutes here, 8 minutes there. This is a full-length documentary, high production values that the Sun is working on. It's like our other documentary that was called Broken Trust about the High River gun grab, a special project. How long is the whole film going to be?
It's going to be more than an hour, in fact. It's 11 years in the making because the Ontario Liberal government has been working on this for 11 years. Not listening to the people of Ontario when they're concerned, not listening to the fact that they have health concerns, and not recognizing the fact that this is an economic disaster for the province.
And the people who are affected are uncool, they're farmers, they're in rural parts, they're not hipsters from downtown. Here's an uncool guy who's had his life ruined. Take a look.
There's a conversation out there that there's no problems in Alberta, but the fact is the farm size in Alberta is 10 times bigger than that. The average farm is 1,000 acres. The average farm here is 100 acres. So they're 10 times bigger. So the distance from that receptor home is 10 times further. So we're not going to see the same issues when they're further away from people's houses. What it appears is the Ontario government looked at the map of Ontario, said, okay, we've got big transmission lines, we've got the lake, we've got a bit of wind, not a lot. These things are very inefficient. But we've got a farm size to get as many turbines in as possible to look after these big wind companies. We'll make it 550 and we'll shoehorn everything in and make it fit. Instead of saying the health and safety of the community should come first, what should the setback be? They've said, what's the setback? And we'll ignore everything else.
There's an example of a guy who just would not get a second of airtime on the CBC. David Suzuki wouldn't even allow a film like this, but we are going to pull this film and broadcast it across the whole country. We are going to crowd fund this movie the same way our friends McAleer and Ann McElhenney are doing their film GosnellMovie.com. Folks, I want you to go online right now. Go to downwindmovie.com. We are raising $30,000, crowdsourcing it from you, our viewers, to finish this film, to the travel expenses, the extra production expenses, music, graphics, promotion. $30,000 is literally 15 minutes of time in the CBC's yearly budget. It's a lot of money to hear us here at the Sun. But I think this is the single most important thing we can do to fight back against these wind turbine bullies and I want you to do it at home. Go to downwindmovie.com. I'm going to kick in the first $100 tonight. We're trying to raise $30,000. When do we think the movie's going to be ready?
You know what? In June, this should be out, so we don't have too much time. We have to go out there and support it. We're
going to raise all the money by the end of June. You can do it at home. I'm going to participate. We've done this with other crowdsourcing projects before. Folks, go to downwindmovie.com. We'll keep talking about this for the rest of the night.